They smile so fast. You know it's a fake. I hate that. A serious face. Malzahar in bot lane. The jokes, if he plays it, it'll be very interesting. Such a new Malzahar. They've really been focusing on the mid. 5 seconds left for him to switch over. It's going to be the Braum Daddy. Biofrost as he shields up the team. They're looking to block arrows, orbs, and hooks coming into this game. The hook will still connect. And it looks like that will be the Elise in the jungle. They wait out and they feel comfortable. Last picking that for Lyra. It made it all the way through.
Yeah, now he can have his chance to prove that they had made a mistake, to allow him to play that champion. You know, Lyra is definitely such a strong jungler. He has not had as strong of a start, I would say, to summer as he did throughout spring. Really getting so much notoriety through his incredible play on the last place team in the spring split. Definitely looking to have another dominant split for himself, but the Braum pick, pretty interesting. You know, after Tahm Kench had been taken away, often the answer to Thresh is just another kind of tanky support, someone who can soak up those hooks, really get in there and deal some damage.
We will see if those hooks land. We'll see how much level 1 action we get out of this bottom lane, since there has been more creeping up in the NALCS. His teams try to grab control for the lanes as soon as possible. Envy's early game known to be good. Very much so thwarted last game by TSM, almost in a perfect matchup. Parth and Violet will head to the back if they leave the players with the last few words of wisdom. Hashtag TSM win, hashtag NV win as we make our way onto the Rift for Game 2. Remember, player of the game, Haunter on Gragas, he'll get that again, so a lot of comfort back to the lane for TSM. A lot more crowd control, however, on the side of Team Envy to make things work in those solo lanes to start things off here in Game 2.
Yeah, the crowd control, I think, is an important part, right? If you're going to attack Haunter, if you want to be ganking him non-stop, then draft something that has stronger gank assist than the Rumble, right? And now they have that Renekton up there with a point-and-click stun. You can follow that up with the Cocoon here from Elise, so that's certainly something that they can look to attack.
Out of the gates, what is new, what is different? Apollo's going to actually start with the Doran's Blade over the shield going this time. And Doublelift with the shield as well. We actually saw the Caitlyn Doran shield start yesterday too, so people switching it up for preference.
Yeah, some players, you know, it can depend not just on the AD carry, but the supports you're facing off against here as well.
For sure.
Because generally the kind of common wisdom is if you are going to smash a lane, like if you are super advantaged in that matchup, then you go Doran's Blade.
Yeah.
If you're going to be being poked out and harassed, if you're the one on the defensive, then you should be going Doran's Shield to kind of survive that.
Everything else around them
in all his lanes. So we'll have options, and here he is already.
There you go, level 2, a lot faster than Game 1, and TSM keeps the ball rolling just 2.5 minutes in.
Really nice.
Top with Haunter.
Yeah, and Seraph is really low. He just uses Slice and Dice. He's going to be in trouble here. I think this is a tough dive to actually get out of.
Oh, the minions are just too far off. Haunter doesn't have mana to clear it up quick enough.
Yeah, he's saving his mana for the dive. He's going to start this up with the W, damage reduction up, hit the stun, free Q, and then to get that.
Shield in, the burn is down. Oh, dashes back through. Would have taken the auto anyways. Empyrean gets stopped by Bjergsen on the roam up. TSM one step ahead on a lot of these plays so far. 2-0 before 5 minutes.
That was just perfectly done. Like actually a flawless dive there from TSM. They don't even have to expend a summoner. They get the flash out of Seraph. That was so well executed. Haunter with the W damage reduction, just starting it up. He hits the body slam to guarantee the Q coming in from Sven. Neither of them need to flash. They tank up the turret the appropriate amount. Like that is just really well done.
It is not the easiest person to dive either.
Yeah, it's really actually one of the harder ones. So they push it in, he saves his mana, they wait for the stun to guarantee the skill shot. Right there, no chance to dive. Sarah flashes away, don't even panic react on the flash. Svenskar and finishes with the auto while Haunter is tanking. That was so well done.
You gotta think somebody's creeping over towards your way. Hakuo was thinking on that sixth sense.
Oh, they're going for the dive.
But when Hakuo leaves lane, Apollo is only there to play alone, and TSM make it threes a crowd to the bot side. And just at the last moment.
Doublelift was trying to pull off the keep, but couldn't make it happen.
Nice block, getting the concussive blows back onto the members of Envy. Lyra wants to go in. He's ready to be crowd controlled. Piercing arrow's not going to mark it. That's the stun onto Svenskar, and his TSM feels like they can take the fight. Envy just placed their vision here. They prepped the fight, and now they're going to take it. Got to be careful on the exit. Haunter on a good spot to separate them and possibly pick one off, and Bjergsen is ready to do the same.
Yeah, and going for a play like that from Doublelift is risky, and they're going to get punished so hard. You commit the flash ultimate on Varus, he whiffs. Now you have no way out of the fight. You have no way to retaliate in the fight when they come in, and now Hunter is going to get chased down too. Their whole team is just dying.
Things are getting a little sketchy here. Exhaust goes down onto Hunter. He finally goes down. But Envy was dancing around, not getting much after this fight. But the fight is theirs. They do pick up the kills, and it'll help some item spikes.
That not able to make it happen for TSM, and Envy now is ahead after TSM had been in full control for so long. And
see this again.
We're gonna see it again. I think this is after actually the initial play had already happened. This is after Doublelift had already gone for that flash ultimate and missed. Yep. They go up, they're fighting. The TP comes in, the Ash arrow already connects from very far away. Now Seraph dashing forward on Doublelift, who does not have his summoner. So the whole Envy team knows that summoner is down. They can commit, they can fly into that fight, and then I'm not actually even sure how Hunter got cut out at the very end of it. He just kind of stayed around a little bit too long after the TP. Himself, and now he's right back in there.
Time to dance in the jungle. Oh, Svenskeren repeating a little bit of history there, getting himself in trouble, and the team's not able to react fast enough. It looks like he thought Bjergsen would be there in time. They are in their own jungle, but that does not seem safe at this point. That's going to be Biofrost locked up as well, possibly another hook from Hakuo. They turn off. And the bots
kills and the red buff. Now TSM trying to set up a dive here top, but Envy is on the way.
They want Hunter, or I'm sorry, they want Seraph, I should say. We can lock him down. Concussive blows was a nice hit from Biofrost. He also throws one back, so Envy cannot get anything on the escape here for TSM. Bjergsen was able to stay mid, so this is good.
Because that's the trade that TSM was trying to make. Oh, now onto Bjergsen.
One hit, the cocoon, oh, actually cleansed out immediately by Bjergsen. Isn't enough to save his life. He throws back the power. It's not enough to take down Period.
Oh.
One last shot. And the 100 HP escapes are now in favor of Envy. Is it another kill? It's going to be a kickback for Lyra, and he doesn't have the repel to get into range. And Envy now breathing room here as we watch this mid replay again on Bjergsen.
Yeah, really nice charm over the wall. Bjergsen with the immediate flash. Such a fast cleanse from him too, but they have the exhaust to follow up, and that is what allows them to continue the dive. They put the exhaust very supportive.
Doing a great job at
these butt pats all around from the Thresh.
Butt pats, I like it.
Yeah,
good game.
It's a better comp. It's a more well-rounded comp, right? So they are not just going to get outscaled by any means.
You can't build one item.
Yeah, there's no one catch-all, right? And that makes it tough. And the TP now coming in from TSM. They're looking for a play.
Good
Verifol whiffs again.
Onto the ward. All right, looks like they're going to answer back with Seraph. He can dash. Oh, he got bumped from dashing over the wall. He is left out to dry. The flash is going to put him back. And that is Hunter going down immediately as the damage for the fight was on the bottom side. Somehow Envy has flipped it. Now both top laners are down. It is a back and forth next to the Rift Herald. Svenskeren's low and he moves out, and looks like Envy comes out healthier.
Yeah, it's a trade, and they're going to get the first turret. That's big for Envy. So they trade kills. They get first turret. You know, you do kind of question Seraph completing that TP, though, you know, into the middle of TSM. Yeah. Envy had already been able to disengage, and TSM will force down a turret, but Seraph could have kept.
And wow, if this is TSM's, what's the hit from Lyra? Oh, he smites too early. That goes over to Svenskeren. They are going to be able to get on the Herald Charm as well. The Shrine is picked.
It's still going to take you a long time to actually kill him off. Now they're going to pop the Rift Herald top side, though. They are looking to crack that tier 2 turret.
I was wondering if they were just going to use it for a second tier after they break it down.
Good hook.
Numbers are up. Biofrost has not attacked just yet, so he gets out safe without any turret damage. Mirian looks to maybe finalize somebody here, but they don't have enough forward vision to make a charm work. Whoa, very interesting position from Hakuo. Without that vision, we were just talking about Apollo. Could take down Sven, has to back off. This is a fight that could result now in Envy's favor. It was Seraph mid. He's trying to make the long run top, but he's got Hunter on his tail.
Yeah, Seraph might be able to cut them off. They can keep chasing. We'll see if they can catch up. He probably should have gone down.
Yeah, they pinched together right in the river. There's no exit stop now, and Hunter may actually be able to take them out.
Seraph over the wall, though, uses Slice Nice on Bjergsen.
Yeah, they are going to be there. It's the kill onto Lyra, though, coming from the power of Bjergsen, and now Hunter's left on a ward. They still need to clear some waves here, but Envy is still responding to all of these. They're repairing before they can attack.
Yeah, and it's a very big counter kill to take out Lyra because that stops them from going for the Baron and threatening something like that. This is actually pretty nice from Apollo. It was a kick over from Svenskeren and the QSS splash from Apollo to trade all that damage down to Svenskeren and stop himself from going down. So getting all that damage down meant that Lyra and Pyrion can kind of flood forward, look for this pinch. Seraph realizes he probably should have gone around, but he has the slicing dice. He can get down to the bot side here and does clean up this kill. But Lyra, there's no real reason to kind of finish that repel. Like, you can just sit up in the air and wait for Seraph to kill off Bjergsen. The fact that Seraph is going more of a glass cannon protection, right? You need to tank somewhere.
Going for a try.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, knocked down and locked up as Lyra as he goes over the wall. Seraph comes in. Dominus immediately in defense. He can't even get the HP damage over onto TSM, and they are running for the hills on this one. TSM with enough ward coverage and vision wards to stay here towards this top side and absorb a flush. Here now they can see TSM waiting for the exact same thing. Able to evade this time. Whoa, everything onto the shield. And they are going to be able to drop him. They say the crowd control is there for long enough. Seraph's going to be in the fight as well. Sends Garen down to 100 HP. If it were to be 80,
now they're going to layer that
dead. And now they're on to Hanser. TSM coming in one by one and dropping the same to Envy in the mid lane.
That was so well done by Envy. The crowd control, and now they catch Bjergsen.
It's the cleanse out. Hakuo, I thought he could take it, but Bjergsen had some spheres on the ground to up the damage, and they have gotten one back. It won't slow down Envy, though, looking to contest Baron. Here comes Sven Garen.
And they know that there's no ultimate on Double, no ultimate on Bjergsen or Sven. So Envy can always turn for the fight, and they catch a charm on a Bjergsen.
5,000 HP, exhaust down onto him as well, but they scatter him back. This gives Sven time. Is he in? The kick is down, and so is his flash to get out. But they stop Baron. That's what the objective was.
The TSM is able to delay that, and they will reset. Lyra moving around here. Is he? Oh, they're actually gonna blast cone back in.
Better watch out for spike damage on the back side. It's gonna do a bit more.
Spot this.
Biofrost will see Sven Garen just over at Gromp, and they may have sealed their fate. Lyra down to 150 HP, an instant kill. Sven Garen kicks him. Doesn't even leave it up to choice. And now they're on to Seraph. What is this choice this day as they try to get under the skin of TSM? They're, of course, going to put Vision back at Baron.
They tried to get so clever there. They think for sure TSM will be resetting, but Biofrost had respawned. He's out on the map, walks straight to the Baron pit, and finds Envy at almost no HP. Oh,
I mean, it goes both ways, but you
have to have that as the safety net. Seraph now checking forward. Oh. Ouch.
He had a vision ward there, I bet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He was trying to place it over the red. It's one of the safest places you can do it, but still, TSM is ready. When you're a few steps ahead, you kind of just fall into their traps.
And you are going to be squished here, right? You'd have
to make it that much more powerful when you say, how'd he zero that guy out? He was hiding the spheres. 14 to 12, nice cleanse there. Oh my God, Hakuo almost down from 100 to 0 immediately with just a few of those spheres from Bjergsen. Blue buff is on him so he can keep delivering the pain. Fires over to Apollo. The flash out, can't even get his heal off in time as he drops to the ground. And now Seraph, one of the tankiest of the team, trying to get himself up front and do the damage. He's a little bit of both this time and can't find the kills on the other end. And the inhibitor goes down in favor of TSM, and they have quite a wave on the bot side if they want to stay. A minute onto Baron if they want to set things up, though.
Yeah, Apollo QSS flashed out of there and lost about 80% of his health to the Syndra ultimate. Bjergsen just practically 100%ed him, and he's just completely taking over the game.
And one more time.
Just look at the W damage there onto Hakuo. Hakuo almost gets killed off then. Sven Garen goes in, he finds a route in onto Apollo. It was actually the Gragas ultimate knocking him back, and then just straight up, almost 100 to 0. Didn't get his heal off in time.
7-ball ultimate. Painful.
It's a lot of balls.
You're telling me. 70,000 to 65 as Envy kind of getting a bigger deficit, I should say. The gap growing in favor of TSM, if you will.
And Baron is coming up. They have the inhibitor down in the mid lane, so that's one extra point of pressure for TSM. Makes it easier for them to get vision control and threaten this Baron. For Envy, though, at least it's not the bot side inhibitor. The one in mid lane is the easiest to actually defend the Baron from, because you simply push up mid as a team, and then you can rotate to the Baron very quickly. So while you never want to have any inhibitor down, if there were one that you would choose, it would be mid.
Ward coverage just being cleared out. The vision for Envy is inside their base now. They're still trying to get a few fights.
They've been out-rotated.
Yeah, out-rotated is definitely the right way to say it. Looking for a pick of their own, maybe to catch TSM at Baron, a little hurt. But they have just been routed to the top side. Inhibitor goes down without any contest from Envy, and it looks like the Inhibitor will follow. Bot lane is kind of a saving grace for them if they want to take a fight, and they win. They have a chance to get some room on those bottom turrets. Don't think it's going to be the case, though. Inhibitor goes down. Doublelift looking to stay on the back line here as the Redemptions cross each other. That's the initiation as the final help comes through. Carrion goes down. A huge hit from Svenskeren to start things off. And the rest of the team, they hear the bell. They are ready to clean up the rest of the fight. And the Nexus turrets start to fall in favor of TSM. It was a bit more back and forth this time. But the Baron call giving TSM the upper hand in the middle of the game. Allow them to find a way into Envy's base. And allow them to get the 2-0 victory over Envy 40 minutes in.
Svenskeren finishing the game the way he started, dominating Envy. That was such a sick kick through 4 members of Envy there to cap that game. And he had a really good early game too, you know, moving around the map. Just a very strong series from Svenskeren overall. 2 Lee Sin games, he looked very good.
He got stuck there twice, but the team kind of recouped. They said, whoa, we're falling back into that. We're a little ahead of ourselves. And